Good morning, UNF. You're watching The Early Bird, brought to you by Spinnaker TV. We're live from the Student Union. I'm Nicole Laura.
And I'm Carla Rodriguez. This morning, we're talking about campus events.
That's right, and later we'll have a special guest here with us.
All this and more right here, right now, live on The Early Bird.
If you're a math lover and a movie lover, then you're in luck. The Math Honor Society and the Math and Statistic Club will be showing an informative documentary about British mathematician Andrew Wiles. Wiles proved Fermat's last theorem. The movie starts at 7 p.m. in the Student Union, room 3602. And of course, free food will be available at the event.
I'm just wondering, how exactly do they turn a math documentary fun? I mean, I'm not saying that math is a boring subject, but I mean, it's kind of difficult, you know?
Yes.
So documentary must be interesting. I don't know.
Yes, I mean, it seems like it might be very educational.
There you go.
But fun in the same sense.
There you go. Have like a story plot with some math into it.
Exactly.
These mathematicians know what's going on.
It's always good to learn about some things that you're not, always so into.
Exactly.
Widen your knowledge.
Well, this award-winning play is based on the V-Day founder, playwright Eve Ensler's interviews with more than 200 women. With humor and grace, the piece celebrated women's sexuality and strength. Through this play and liberation of this one word, countless women throughout the world have taken control of their bodies and their lives. For more than 13 years, the Vagina Monologues has given voice to experience and feelings not previously exposed in public. The event will be held in the Andrew Robinson Theater this Saturday, February 8th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. This all costs $10 to UNF students and $20 to the general public. Well, we all know events are usually free to UNF students, but if it costs $10, you know it's a good event.
You know it is good if they're charging you to get in.
I know it's like a monologue. There's different stories and inspirational things, but at the same time, there's comedic things.
Right.
Too.
I've never been, but I've heard so many good stories about the Vagina Monologues. There's both comedy and there's seriousness.
Inspirational stuff.
Exactly. A lot of it is just inspiring women to stand on their own 2 feet.
Women empowerment,
you don't need
basically.
a man in your life.
Don't need a man, ladies.
To be successful.
It's basically wrapped up women empowerment. So this is something definitely you don't want to miss.
Great event. Today's special guest is a huge fan of the beach and loves spending his time out in the water whenever possible. If you're one to try the surf scene or just want to be an observer, there are a few health tips you won't want to forget during your time outside. The first one is always wear sunscreen.
Sunscreen. I know that's a big one because I know people usually love to tan. And it's a hard thing because you're like, oh, for 30 minutes, I won't wear sunscreen. But then those 30 minutes turns into 4 hours of not wearing sunscreen.
Yes, and you're getting a lot of UV
exposure.
rays.
Exactly.
Especially, don't forget, if it's a cloudy day, you still want to wear your sunscreen because you can still get burned.
Exactly. If you can get burned while it's snowing, you can definitely get burned while it's cloudy.
Exactly.
So that's definitely something you want to bring.
Now, secondly, you always want to pack water and food. You don't want to become dehydrated.
That always happens to me. I always get so hungry, whether I'm swimming or at the beach. Getting hungry and getting thirsty is something that always happens.
And I know you kind of learned about it in biology.
I learned
it's
in biology.
It's a true thing.
Something about the salinity of the water, and then it's not equal to the salinity of you, so you get dehydrated because it sucks up all your water. I don't know, something like that.
It's crazy because you would think that you wouldn't become dehydrated when you're in the water, but you would. So make sure to always pack water and a snack. And lastly, always bring a buddy because you never know what can happen.
Strong currents, that's definitely out there, especially this time of the year. So you definitely want to bring someone because you never know.
Jellyfish.
I've never gotten stung.
I don't know.
Knock on wood. I've never gotten stung.
Me neither.
But
Hopefully never.
Exactly. Although you might not think of it as being a great workout, surfing is actually a terrific exercise. You've got to paddle with your arms to get out there, and you've got to constantly use your arms, legs, and core to push yourself up off the board. You even burn calories by simply staying afloat and moving around. This may not look particularly difficult from land, but surfing actually provides a great aerobic workout because it keeps you moving. 1 hour of surfing alone burns an average of 193 calories.
That is almost 200 calories.
Exactly, and you're having fun. You're just swimming or surfing, doing your stuff with your friends if you did bring your buddy, like we said. And it adds up to almost 200 calories. That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
I mean, that's a great workout.
It is.
I have never tried surfing.
I have actually tried, but I'm the one, like, when I get on the board, it's like, if you're in my way, then you're screwed.
Exactly, because you just don't have control of the
I
board.
can't maneuver. So one time I was surfing, and it was just going to the side, and there's people. I'm like, get out the way, get out the way.
That would be me. I would fall so many times. I'm not that
And this guy is
balanced.
tilting. Yeah,
He's
tilting
killing it.
like there's no tomorrow. The only tilt I get is when I'm about to fall. So
yeah,
it's definitely something
it's
you
a
gotta
little
watch out for.
Maybe one day.
Maybe
we'll
one
be
day.
pros.
All right, Ospreys, that's all I have for you today. But before I go, it's time for the trivia question of the day.
That's right. What percentage of the ocean has been explored?
Explored. I think it's really little because I know that our oceans have been less explored than space.
Which is crazy to think.
Yeah, if
so
you
probably
think
a
about
small
it.
number.
Very small.
The answer is coming up right after the break. Stay tuned because after the break, I'll be interviewing the president of the surf team, Adam Bartosz.
When they look up at the sky, we'll be shooting stars just passing by. You'll be coming home with me tonight, and we'll be.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. Could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Danse, balance la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to the Early Bird. We're live from the Student Union. I'm Nicole Laura. Now, before the break, we asked you if you knew what percentage of the ocean has been explored. The answer, only 5%. That means 95% has still been unexplored, which I think is absolutely insane, and it is crazy that we do know more about our space than we do our ocean. Well, today we have a special guest, president of the surf team, Adam Bartosz. Adam, thank you for joining us today.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Of course, we're glad you can be here. Now, we have a couple questions about the surf team. So I know you're the surf team captain as well as the president, is that correct?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, now what is most rewarding for you about having that title?
It's been awesome, you know, being a leader on campus, you know. You kind of feel like a sense of pride in the school, which is pretty cool. You know, you feel more involved. Then it's cool to get involved and actually, you know, throw events like free surf lessons, which our students can benefit from. And I mean, I know there's a lot of beachgoers at our school. We have a prime location right here in Jacksonville, so that's definitely awesome to give back to the students.
Yeah, well, that's great. We do have a prime spot here in Jax Beach.
Yeah.
You know, there's a beach pretty much everywhere along the coastline, whether it's Neptune Beach, Jax Beach, which is pretty cool. Also, congratulations on all of your wins. I know you guys have been winning a lot of competitions, beating schools like UF and FSU.
Yeah, it's been a huge year. We actually, you know, we passed up the first contest because it was the first week of school. And then we also had to hold tryouts. And then the second contest, you know, we were there. We finished a solid second, but obviously the goal is to win. And then the past 3 in a row, we've taken first. So that's been awesome. And then we have our next one coming up in 2 weeks.
Well, good luck on that.
So hopefully we can keep it going.
Probably, you know, I'm sure you guys practice like crazy and, you know, with those wins.
There's finally been some waves lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was pretty good, but I was in class all day.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can't always get out there. Now, what if somebody was really interested in joining the surf team or the surf club?
So I guess our title is the UNF Surf Team and Club. We have more club members than actual team members because, you know, not everyone wants to compete, whether it's just they're not into it, or I guess it can be kind of intimidating, but it's really not. I mean, if you've ever done a contest or you're interested, we more than welcome you out there. You know, there's divisions for all different skill levels. As far as people who don't compete, we also hold a lot of events to get just club members involved. You know, we do free surf lessons. Obviously, it's still pretty cold right now, but hopefully next month, you know, we can get back out there. We did one in October, and we had an awesome turnout. I think about 30 kids showed up, and we taught them all how to surf. So that was really cool, and it's totally free.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll be hopefully doing that again in March and April.
Okay.
And we'll definitely advertise that. You know, we have a Facebook page, just UNF Surf Team and Club.
Right.
And then we're pretty big on Instagram, just UNF Surf Team. And we post everything about events and ways to get involved. And then also, if you are interested, you can email unfsurfteam@gmail.com.
Okay.
And we'd love to have everyone come out, whether you want to compete or not.
Well, that sounds amazing. I think a lot of people will take you up on that.
Hopefully.
Myself included. I might, you know, call you up.
Come out for the lessons. I know you said you had trouble
I do.
controlling the board before.
I don't know. My balance isn't the best, I guess. I have a longboard, skateboard, and I'm decent on that, so maybe. I've never tried, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got, at the surf lessons last time, we got everyone up, and, you know, they were riding. There's actually pretty fun little waves, and it was awesome. So, yeah, we'll get you out there.
Yeah, of course. At Jack's Beach?
Yeah, Jacksonville Beach, right close to the pier, so it's easy for everyone to get down there.
All right, well, that sounds perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Adam.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. We're glad you could be here.
Yeah, thanks for getting me up early.
Yes. It's not that bad, though, once you're up.
Nah, feel good right now.
Well, thank you so much for tuning into The Early Bird on Spinnaker TV. Remember to always check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFEarlyBird. And while you're at it, follow us on Twitter at UNFEarlyBird. Also, make sure to tune in Monday. We'll be back here. Have a great day, Ospreys.